Quiet street of Kashan, past the walls of dust and clay, stood a door of faded blue paint, where we met at end of day. You would wait beside the fountain, with the jasmine in your hair. I would cross the empty courtyard just to find you standing there. You said houses lose their stories when the people move away. Still I touch the old blue doorway and believed our love would stay by the blue door of Kashan, where the evening shadows grew. I was young enough to think that every road returned to you. By the blue door of Kashan, we could hear the garden breathe, while the moon crossed every window and the night moved through the leaves. I came back one winter morning when the roofs were white with snow. Many shops had changed their colors, few remembered long ago. There were strangers in the courtyard, there were new names on the wall, and the blue door we once opened did not know my hand at all. Then an old man by the fountain brought a wooden box in view. Said a woman left it years ago with one letter meant for you. By the blue door of Kashan, where the evening shadows grew, I was young enough to think that every road returned to you. By the blue door of Kashan, we could hear the garden breathe, while the moon crossed every window and the night moved through the leaves. Inside the box a single letter carried traces of your scent. Every line was small and careful, every word was never sent. You had waited through the seasons till the jasmine ceased to bloom. Then you left the key behind you in the silence of that room. By the blue door of Kashan, I placed the old key on the stone, watched the morning fill the courtyard, knowing I had come alone by the blue door of Cashin. I no longer ask the past why some hearts become a memory, while some shadows always last. In an old courtyard in Tabriz, past the market's fading light, stood a clock above the doorway, still and silent every night. You would wait beside the window, with your coat around your hands. I would promise after winter we would leave for distant lands. You said clocks can stop from waiting when no footsteps cross the floor. Still I wound the hands each evening, hoping you would stay once more by the broken clock of Tabriz, where the cold winds cross the stone. I was young enough to believe that time would never move alone. By the broken clock of Tabriz, every hour lost its name, taking us through separate seasons, leaving silence in its place. I returned one winter evening when the snow covered the square. Different signs hung from the windows, different faces gathered there. The old courtyard held no lantern, dust had settled near the door, and the clock above the entrance had not moved for years or more. Then the keeper brought a small box from a shelf behind the wall, said a woman left it long ago and never came to call. By the broken clock of Tabriz, where the cold winds cross the stone, I was young enough to believe that time would never move alone. By the broken the box, a pocket watch with a crack across the face, and a note in faded writing telling me you left that place. You had waited through the snowfall till the final carriage came. Then you stopped the hands at midnight, and you never wrote my name. By the broken clock of Tabriz, I let the old hands move again. Heard the gears beneath the silence like a distant passing train. By the broken clock of Tabriz, I no longer blame the years for the doors I left unopened, or the words you could not hear. In the old bazaar of Isfahan, past the carpets and the flame, stood a shop of copper mirrors, where you softly spoke my name. You would trace the silver edges with your fingers cold and small, while the evening crossed the ceiling and the shadows climbed the wall. You said mirrors keep no faces after people turn away. Still I watched our two reflections, hoping one of them would stay. In the copper mirror of Isfahan, we were younger than the rain, two small figures in the candlelight, before the road became our pain. In the copper mirror of Isfahan, time was quiet, warm and slow, taking nothing from our laughter, hiding all we did not know. I returned one summer evening when the market lights were low. Many shops had closed their windows, many names I did not know. At the corner near the fountain, an old merchant called to me, said he kept one copper mirror dust lines, there were words carved deep and true. Every face will leave the mirror, but mine will wait for you. In the copper mirror of Isfahan, we were younger than the rain. Two small figures in the candlelight, before the road became our pain. In the copper mirror of Isfahan, time was quiet, warm and slow, taking nothing from our laughter, hiding all we did not know. Up the faded mirror, saw the years upon my face. For a breath your eyes appeared there, then dissolved without a trace. I had thought that time would lose you like a footprint in the sand, but the heart keeps every shadow that the mind cannot command. Of his farm, I saw only one face stay, so I turned it toward the morning, and I left it there that day. In the copper mirror of his farm, I no longer searched for you. Some reflections fade with distance, some remain because they're true. At the edge of ancient Yazd, under towers made of clay, ran a tunnel through the darkness, carrying the hills away. Every morning old Mehraban lit a lantern by the well. He could read the hidden water by the echoes as they fell. He said water has a memory deep beneath the silent ground. Every stone can lead you forward when you learn to hear its sound. In the last Qanat of Yazd, where the earth was cool and deep, he walked beneath the sleeping city where the buried rivers sleep. In the last Qanat of Yazd, every drop was worth the climb, keeping gardens through the summer, passing life from time to time. Dust lay heavy on the gardens, dry vines covered every wall. People gathered near the entrance with their shovels, ropes and light, following the old man downward through on silent ground. In the last corner of Yazd, where the earth was cool and deep, he walked beneath the sleeping city, where the buried rivers sleep. In the last corner of Yazd, every drop was worth the climb, keeping gardens through the summer, passing life from time to time. Struck stone beneath the sand. Then a thread of water shimmered across, met our band's open hand. No one spoke inside the tunnel as the narrow stream grew strong. Then the children waiting higher heard the workers start a song. In the last cornet of Yazd, in the last cornet of Yazd, in the last cornet of Yazd, water reached the town at dawn, filled the channels by the gardens where the green had almost gone. In the last cornet of Yazd, old Mehraban raised his light, then he gave it to the youngest and walked slowly toward the night. Autumn entered over Save with a redness in the trees. Morning workers crossed the orchard, carrying baskets through the leaves. My brother tested every branch, my mother sorted fruit below. Some were split by summer sunlight, some were ready now to go. She said, do not fear the broken when the seeds are bright within. What appears to lose its wholeness may be where the gifts begin. In the pomegranate fields of Save, red seeds gathered in our hands. Every fruit contained a season, and every root held to the land. In the pomegranate fields of Save, after years of dust and strain, we could hear the baskets filling like a promise after rain. gaining strength. We repaired the narrow channels, cleared the stones and lifted clay. Then the first small buds appeared there at the opening of May. In the pomegranate fields of Survey, red seeds gathered in our hands. Every fruit contained a season, every root held to the land. In the pomegranate fields of Survey, after years of dust and strain, we could hear the baskets filling like a promise after rain. The center of the orchard stood the oldest tree we knew. Half its trunk was split by lightning. Still that autumn flowers grew. My father placed his hand upon it, said survival leaves a mark. Strength is not remaining flawless, strength is growing through the scar. In the pomegranate fields of Survey, in the pomegranate fields of Survey, evening settled red and gold. We divided what was gathered with the young and with the old. In the pomegranate fields of Survey, every open fruit revealed that the years which nearly broke us had not emptied what we held. Beyond the walls of old Shiraz, where the narrow pathways turned, stood a garden full of roses and a lamp that always burned. You would wait beside the water with a book upon your knees. I would hear your quiet laughter moving softly through the trees. You said gardens keep no secrets. When the seasons come and go, still I ask the falling roses not to tell you I would go. In the silent garden of Shiraz, where the evening shadows lay, I was young enough to promise I would soon return one day. In the silent garden of Shiraz, time moves softly streets were washed with rain. New flowers filled the garden, but the gate was not the same. There were strangers by the fountain, there were children near the wall, and the bench where we once waited seemed much smaller than before. Then a gardener found a paper hidden underneath the stone. Said a woman left it years ago, when she knew you would not come. In the silent garden of Shiraz, where the evening shadows lay, I was young enough to promise I would soon return one day. In the silent garden of Shiraz, time moves softly through the stone, taking names from every doorway, leaving every heart alone. Just 3 sentences written lightly in your hand. You had waited through 3 summers, then you learned to understand. You had left no blame behind you, only one last line for me. Some who leave are always searching, some who stay must still be free. In the silent garden of Shiraz, I let the old note touch the flame, watch the ashes cross the fountain, till the wind erased your name. In the silent garden of Shiraz, turn the road behind me, or explain the wasted tears. On the hills of old Marrakech, where the night was wide and clear, stood a tower made for watching every light that would appear. Every evening Master Farid climbed the narrow steps alone, with his charts and brass instruments and a lamp beside the stone. He said, stars do not give answers, still they teach the eyes to see. Every question makes a doorway, every doubt can set you free. From the tower of Marrakech, he would measure silent fire, drawing circles through the darkness, tracing worlds that never tire. From the tower of Marrakech, time moves slowly through the sky, while the cities change below him and the constellations passed by. Then one winter came with soldiers, and the roads were closed by snow. Books were carried from the chambers, maps were scattered down below. Farid gathered all his students before morning reached the hill, placed the oldest charts between them, and he spoke with steady will. Walls can fall and towers vanish, ink can fade and paper burn, but the sky remains above you for whoever wants to learn. From the tower of Marageh, he would measure silent fire, drawing circles through the darkness, tracing worlds that never tire. From the tower of Marageh, time moves slowly through the sky, while the cities change below him and the constellations passed by. Through the night they copied numbers by the light of one small flame. Every student took a volume, every page without a name. When the morning touched the valley, Farid stayed beside the wall, watching Venus fade in daylight as the final footsteps fell. From the tower of Marageh, from the tower of Marageh, from the tower of Marageh, many roads began that night, carrying the old calculations far beyond the morning light. From the tower return to sand, every child who watched the heavens held his lantern in their hand. Morning entered Kermanshah through a workshop made of stone. Walnut shavings crossed the table where the old man worked alone. He held each piece against the daylight, check the grain beneath his thumb. Then he tapped the wooden body, listening for the note to come. He said, never force the timber, let it tell you where to bend. Every instrument remembers how its silence came to end. Build the timbre slowly, master, let the patient wood decide. Give the strings enough of silence for the hidden song inside. Build the timbre slowly, master, let each careful measure stand. What begins beneath your fingers may outlive the maker's hand. Through the winter I assisted, cutting bridges, tying thread, learning how the smallest movement changed the voice the chamber held. Near the doorway hung his first one, darkened by the years and smoke. Every evening he would tune it, but he rarely played a note. When I asked why he kept waiting, he looked toward the mountain rain. Some songs only find their meaning when another hand begins. Build the timbre slowly, master, let the patient wood decide. Give the strings enough of silence for the hidden song inside. Build the timbre slowly, master, let each careful measure stand. What begins beneath your fingers may outlive the maker's hand. His chair stood empty, tools arranged beside the wall. On the bench the final timbre waited unfinished through it all. Only one string needed fastening, only one small bridge remained. So I followed every marking, every lesson he had named. Now the timbre speaks each evening through the workshop's open door. Every note returns his patience to the hands that work once more. Now the timbre speaks each the hills of Lahijan, mist was resting on the green. Women move between the tea rows with their baskets barely seen. My mother knew each narrow pathway, every stone beneath the rain. She could read the changing weather from the silence of the plain. She said leaves are picked with patience, never taken all at once. What we leave upon the branches feeds the season still to come. Through the tea fields of Lahijan, we were walking row by row, gathering the tender leaves before the mountain winds could blow. Through the tea fields of Lahijan, every basket carried more than the harvest of the morning or the footsteps on the floor. Years carried me beyond the mountains to a city made of stone, where the windows held no weather and the nights were lived alone. Then a letter reached my doorway, written in my mother's hand. The first leaves will open early, come and walk the fields again. When I reached the upper hillside, she was waiting by the tree, older than the face I carried, still as strong as memory. Through the tea fields of Lahijan, we were walking row by row, gathering the tender leaves before the mountain winds could blow. Through the tea fields of Lahijan, every basket carried more than the harvest of the morning or the footsteps on the floor. Autumn reached old Toyserkan. Gold was gathering on the ground. Walnut branches crossed the hillside, casting shadows all around. My grandfather walked before me with a wooden staff in hand. He could tell which trees were ready by the color of the land. He said, never strike the branches harder than the fruit requires. What is gathered without patience carries bitterness inside. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, we worked beneath the changing sky. Every shell concealed a harvest, every root remembered why. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, hands grew tired, baskets filled. What the years had slowly planted, time and care had now fulfilled. At midday we rested quietly near the wall of weathered stone. He divided bread and walnuts from the orchard he had grown. Then he showed me one young sapling standing slightly out of line. Said, your father planted this one in the spring of '89. Though its trunk was thin and bending, still its leaves had opened wide. Some beginnings look uncertain until seasons choose their side. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, we worked beneath the changing sky. Every shell concealed a harvest, every root remembered why. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, hands grew tired, baskets filled. What the years had slowly planted, time and care had now fulfilled. Years later, when I returned there, his old staff leaned by the door. Grass had covered half the pathway, but the trees were bearing more. Near the wall, the youngest walnut now stood taller than the rest, and beneath its spreading branches I could hear his last request. Leave enough for winter travelers, leave enough for birds to find. What we keep belongs to no one if we leave no share behind. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, morning opened through the leaves. Under the walnut trees of Toyserkan, I left branches untouched and high, and the birds came down together as the sun crossed through the sky. At the edge of ancient Yazd, under towers made of clay, ran a tunnel through the darkness, carrying the hills away. Every morning old Mehraban lit a lantern by the well. He could read the hidden water by the echoes as they fell. He said water has a memory deep beneath the silent ground. Every stone can lead you forward when you learn to hear its sound. In the last Qanat of Yazd, where the earth was cool and deep, he walked beneath the sleeping city where the buried rivers sleep. In the last Qanat of Yazd, every drop was worth the climb, keeping gardens through the summer, passing life from time to time. Then the rain forgot the desert, and the wells began to fall. Dust lay heavy on the gardens, dry vines covered every wall. People gathered near the entrance with their shovels, ropes, and light, following the old man downward through the long and airless night. Some said water had abandoned every field beyond the town. Still Mehraban kept on digging through the hard and silent ground. In the last Qanat of Yazd, where the earth was cool and deep, he walked beneath the sleeping city where the buried rivers sleep. In the last Qanat of Yazd, every drop was worth the climb, keeping gardens through the summer, passing life from time to time. They struck stone beneath the sand. Then a thread of water shimmered across Mehraban's open hand. No one spoke inside the tunnel as the narrow stream grew strong. Then the children waiting higher heard the workers start a song. Water reached the town at Then he gave it to the youngest and walked slowly toward the night. Beyond the walls of old Shiraz, where the narrow pathways turned, stood a garden full of roses and a lamp that always burned. You would wait beside the water with a book upon your knees. I would hear your quiet laughter moving softly through the trees. You said gardens keep no secrets. When the seasons come and go, still I ask the falling roses not to tell you I would go. In the silent garden of Shiraz, where the evening shadows lay, I was young enough to promise I would soon return one day. In the silent garden of Shiraz, time moved softly through the stone, taking names from every doorway, leaving every heart alone. I returned one springtime morning when the streets were washed with rain. New flowers filled the garden, but the gate was not the same. There were strangers by the fountain, there were children near the wall, and the bench where we once waited seemed much smaller than before. Then a gardener found a paper hidden underneath the stone. Said a woman left it years ago, and she knew you would not come. In the silent garden of Shiraz, where the evening shadows lay, I was young enough to promise I would soon return one day. In the silent garden of had waited through 3 summers, then you learned to understand. You had left no blame behind you, only one last line for me. Some who leave are always searching, some who stay must still be free. In the silent garden of Shiraz, I let the old note touch the flame. Watch the ashes cross the fountain till the wind erased your name. In the silent garden of Shiraz,